Tinubu hails Supreme Court judgment blocking Buhari'S CBN Naira swap. Welcome to the news and please subscribe to our channel. The All Progressive Congress presidential candidate Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu has hailed the governors of the 36th state for standing on the side of the Nigerian people over the central bank new Naira and cashless policies that have subjected the masses to pain. According to Asiwaju Tinubu, the governors, especially the All Progressive Congress governors, who instituted the suit against the Central Bank of Nigeria and the federal government at the Supreme Court, acted well on behalf of the hapless Nigerians who have been made to bear the brunt of the Naira redesign policy that has been poorly implemented. The Supreme Court on Wednesday morning, in a lawsuit brought before it by the government of Zamfara, Kogi and Kaduna State, gave an interim injunction against the Central Bank of Nigeria and federal government, allowing the old 200 Naira, 500 Naira and 1,000 Naira to remain legal tender beyond February 10th deadline until the case is fully disposed. Following the Apex Court ruling, Asiwaju Tinubu noted that the governors have saved the country from a needless political and economic crisis and miseries which have clearly become the unintended consequences of the monetary policy of the Apex Bank. Asiwaju Tinubu noted that the Supreme Court ruling coincided with the advisory of the International Monetary Fund urging for the extension of the deadline for the swap of the old notes, going by the problems being experienced across the country in getting the new note. I want to salute the courage of our governors, and most especially in the progressive governors in the All Progressive Congress, who acted to save our country from avoidable dangerous political policies and social unrest, which the central bank policy on new Naira notes has brought on our country. Our country was dangerously careering towards anarchy and political and economic shutdown, but the Supreme Court interim ruling, our country has been pulled back from the precipice. We thank our Supreme Court justices for ruling wisely on the side of the people who have been subjected to undue agony and pains since the policy was announced. The federal government and relevant stakeholders can now sit down and work out a better framework on how to proceed with a new policy without causing any social and economic disruption and inconvenience to our people. We have examples of other countries that have successfully and seamlessly changed their currencies to learn from. Those currencies gave a long time, at least 12 months, to effect the currency change. They do not engage in CBN-like fire brigade approach. We have seen how a good policy can be poorly implemented to cause unintended problems for the people who should be the beneficiaries. While lessons have been learned, we must now move on as a country and people with a renewed hope for a better tomorrow. The sole aim of my running to be the president of our country is to make life better and more abundant for people, and this is an ideal for which I will remain entirely committed to. Asiwaju Tinubu called on the Central Bank of Nigeria to ensure that the Supreme Court ruling is effectively executed by taking all necessary steps to ensure sufficient availability of Naira notes, whether old or new, and properly sensitizing the public on the ruling and the consequent validity of the old Naira. The thing is, this thing is coming late. Why? Because a lot of people have actually went to deposit the old notes in the bank. That is just it. They have went to deposit their old notes in the bank. So coming out to say they should not go and deposit their old notes, or it's a thing of the new currency is scarce. It's a thing of the new currency is not available. That is the problem. And me, I keep saying I don't have issue with, them coming out to say, do this thing, change the notes. Or I don't have a problem with them. The only problem I have with them is the notes are scarce. We don't know why. The CBN on their end, they're saying they have done everything they can. That's the people in charge. That banks, they give banks. It is banks that is not actually coming out to, banks are the one not coming out to, they're not coming out, they're not giving out those notes. Of course, and we have seen many videos online, online concerning this. We have seen many videos that suggest that, yes, true, they don't give the money out, but now bankers, whom I don't know what their problem is, what the call of their problem is, are the ones holding this money. And sincerely, it is not the right way to go. So the thing is causing truly this particular issue is causing tension. It's causing tension everywhere. You cannot dispute it. But there is a but here. I am just worried, or I am really interested, or find it kind of interesting, that all of a sudden our governors or governors in the All Progressive Congress who do not in any way care for the people, all of a sudden they are now like the people's guardian angels. Doesn't it interest you? Now, as I was saying before, the CBN will always come out to tell us that we have given it out. We give this money out that they should keep distributing, and we keep printing more. But on the banks, like yesterday, some people were complaining that Zenith Bank, I don't know, his person said Nationwide, but I don't know how true. Nationwide, that Zenith Bank did not work on that particular day. Then the person said also GTB, and I'm saying, if they're giving these monies, then why is it not, if they're giving this money, why are banks closing down? If CBN they show, say that they give all this money, as in they come as a defend, why are they not, why are banks not paying, and why are some branches closing on a Wednesday, on a Thursday? I'm telling you, on a Tuesday. How now? No doubt this particular issue is going to cause a lot of political, economic, a whole lot. People where they get their daily 2K, this issue if you made them know see, because if people no get money to buy things from you, how they want them, I don't have. Imagine you now buy pure water and start looking for sachet water. Let me call it like ajabo. You buy sachet water or table water and start looking for to transfer 50 naira or 100 naira or 200 naira. To me, it doesn't make sense. I actually saw a video where I think that person sells sugarcane, and then he pays his account number, and then people were buying. I'm like, this is not, no matter how funny, no matter how we want to amuse ourselves, it is in no way funny. I tell you, whether they like it or not, people are actually suffering. But the thing is, people are suffering because the new naira is not made available. They're not suffering because the old one, the old one said, God, they even see the old one, no, the new one, no. And apart from this policy coming as the scarcity of naira, you go still waka, go queue for bank. Bank will tell you, say, will give you 3,000. Like, how now? You're somebody, maybe you need 50,000. Bank will tell you they'll give you 3,000. If you don't go to your bank, if your bank is not working, if your bank is not giving out money that particular day, you will go and use another ATM, and that will tell you it is 3,000, or it is 1,000 they'll give you, or it is 5,000. And I'm like, that's one I the scatterbrain. That one is what I'm saying. You can halt that one. You can halt this monetary policy. It's not even the naira redesign. What is causing this thing is even money policy self go. Monetary policy that says you will not withdraw more than, because if people can, okay, fine, you go through the wala, you can't go stand for queue. You go get, maybe you want to withdraw 50. You see 50 collect. It is something. But inside that 50, they will give you 2. They'll give you 3. They'll give you 5. Or even 10. Okay, on this note, we have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen.